Test 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hello, welcome. How's it going? Just gonna wait a few minutes to let everybody join in and get started. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Hope you're doing good, Greg. Thanks for I've seen you putting around all the stickers to all the places you're going. Really appreciate that. Really helps us grow. Yeah, just wait a few minutes for people to hop in and get started and just have a good time for the next hour. Pretty much. Welcome, welcome. How's it going, Will? Good to see you. Give everybody a few minutes to hop on in and check out as well, guys. Had Felipe on the team just make this awesome kind of anime post that I just put up. So make sure to check that out. In the meantime, as everybody hops in here, it's like a 50-second short film, which is pretty cool. So make sure to take a look as we're waiting for people to pile in. Hope you guys are doing good.
What's up? What's up?
How's it going? I want to give as people are hopping into, I'll say this again, but I want to give a huge shout out to everybody on the team, especially Pat over the past couple of days for just going in all these different spaces, talking about the projects, because I've just been really busy with just personal stuff. Was away with family, and then just other things with just with my girlfriend and Mother's Day, of course. There's a lot of personal things that, of course, are a priority. So just thank you again, Pat, for just filling in and talking about the project. Well, I haven't been able to make it. Really means a lot. And everybody else on the team too for just continuing to promote the project,
for sure.
make all the work and everything. Sorry if I sound a little flustered too, guys. I literally just got home. Was like crazy traffic getting back into the city, but we made it in time for this 9 p.m. spaces. So I'll give it another minute for more people to join in, but hope you guys are doing well. If you didn't see, we just posted, Felipe made this really awesome video about the project, like 50-second long thing I just put up. So make sure to check that out as we give it another minute for people to join in. And
that animation is so dope, bro. I just looked at it. I just watched it. Yo, it's so dope, bro.
Full credit to Felipe for that one.
Yeah, Felipe's a G.
I've been watching everything you guys are doing, but you guys are killing it, honestly.
Appreciate
you guys
that.
Are like, as far as like under 100K market cap, Coffeecoin is so undervalued, bro. Like, honestly.
I'm glad. I mean, we think the same, man. Glad to hear you think that, and hopefully not under here for much longer. I mean, today especially, we try not to really focus on the price action and stuff. Just want to continue organic growth, but we know that's a big thing people look at, of course, just trying to get more traction here. But today was really good progress there for the price action and stuff. So we continue that.
You're right, man. Even ignoring the price action, the community itself is just it's honestly so fire, bro. Like I've been in the space probably for the last. I haven't been in the space that long, but maybe 5 or 6 months at this point. Yeah. But I haven't really seen projects that are this new doing exactly what you guys are doing. Like, I don't know what the plan was, like how you guys went in, but whatever you guys' plan is working, and it's already speaking volumes. So I just wanted to say that I appreciate, like, as far as being a part of one of these the communities I'm a part of. I just really appreciate the grind that you guys are putting in, and I feel really lucky to be a part of this coin. How early I am, so yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I mean, that's really, like I guess I can go into it now. Just every time I do another space, just kind of give a quick overview about what, like, why I kind of started it, and then we could take the conversation whatever way we want to. But welcome everybody. But yeah, just to go off what you're saying there, man. I mean, first of all, thank you, so much, and huge shout out again to everybody on the team for just grinding through this every day, across several different time zones, which I think has been helpful for us too, just to keep putting stuff up, even if it's not on the main account, just like every single day. Like I wake up in the morning and I see like whale, that's like 10 posts made. That I see that I wake up to. That's been other accounts or Pat or Felipe really, and everybody else that's just in the project. So it really means a lot, and we have a long way to go. And yeah, I mean, like, started this at this point, it's about 3 weeks ago, right? And just kind of wanted to take a stab at making, just trying to make a community around coffee and in crypto, right? Like the largest coffee community in crypto. And I was, as I've said every time, I was just shocked that there wasn't really anything legitimate like around this concept already before. There was other coffee coins, as I've mentioned in the past, but just candidly, they were kind of crap. And some of them were even, I think Pat pointed out, one of them was like even misspelled that had maybe traction for a day. It didn't even have two E's in it. So just very low effort stuff. And I thought for a concept so simple and that could expand to people not in this space already, just because it's coffee, like, it's very obvious what it is and billions of people drink it. I just thought it was somewhat of a gap in the market from a community perspective, and just wanted to jump on that as also being an avid coffee drinker and a bit of an addict myself. And then, yeah, over these past few weeks, just being in different spaces, talking with you guys, different people on the team, like all the use cases that can actually come out of this legitimately. It's something that is definitely for the long haul. And it's good to see that, every day more and more people are starting to see that. And, we've said from day one too, like, pun intended, it's the slow brew, right? But like, that's really what this is. Because there's so many people that reach out every day and they're just like, oh, I want to, like, promote this with me, promote this with me. Like, there's been, like, trust me, guys, there's been countless opportunities every day, probably at least, I don't even know. I know the team gets DMs too, but at least in my DMs, like 5 to 10 people, like, oh, like, you want marketing for this. And it's not what we're trying to do. Like, I probably could have, paid someone and the market cap could maybe be higher now. But I also think it would have been for a brief period and then it would have fallen back down, because those wouldn't have been people that actually invested into what we're trying to do with this. They would have just wanted a quick trade, which is completely fair, but like, that's not what this is about, right? So we're taking it slow. Again, like, in a different world, maybe the price could be higher. Again, that's not what I want to harp on, but like, maybe it could be higher. But if people are really digging into what we're building here, which is the people that are right now here, like, there's like 12 of you right in here, which is dope. So thank you guys. Like, you guys are, you're actually interested in the project. You took the time to actually see what we're trying to do here. See that, like, this isn't like, we're taking this seriously, because most things in this space don't even last 3 weeks, to be quite honest. So the fact that we're still here, I think, is an achievement in itself and a long way to go. But I think, like, we're starting to see that turn, especially these past couple of days of, like, we're just getting some good. I mean, we've had good eyes on us literally from the start, honestly. Like, people just, there's still, I've said this from day one too, like, there's a lot of bigger players that we've heard from, just like people on the team that they've already said, like, oh, I spoke with this guy, and they're probably people you follow in the space as well, but I just won't name names. I just don't think that's a good idea unless they say something on their own page. But I mean, you've seen stuff by like Cyrus as well, like Cyrus Abraham. He's like said publicly he's in the project, so I can name him. But there's other people as well that have said, like, oh, once it's at a healthier market cap, blah blah blah. Like, they're very interested in what we're doing here. They just want to feel it out and see that we're actually working towards this and not just like looking for a quick pump and up and maybe, a quick cash out, which is obviously not the goal here. So just continuing to show this every day, what we're doing here, I think has been huge for us. And it's really cool. Like even this early on, even just looking like what we've done so far, like seeing you guys in here, that people actually care about this, that people like this, and are just being so supportive of what we're building and what we're doing is so cool. So just, yeah, it's been awesome. So thank you guys. I think, what's up, Gambit? Welcome. See you went on speaker mode. You have your hand raised. If you want to say something, feel free to, or was that a wave? I don't know if you're waving or want to say something, but if you want to.
I was just waving.
No problem. Welcome.
Gambit's good shit. I met him over in Prax Media's spaces.
Awesome.
He's welcome to chat anytime.
Yeah, please. Yeah, everybody that's in here too. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm staying muted. It's fine. I just got here. I'm still trying to pick up what you're putting down.
Sure,
Go
man.
ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're just kind of chatting and chilling. Was just going on a bit of a tangent about like everything we're doing here. So Coffeecoin, welcome. And yeah, also too, guys, just to throw out, of course you're more than welcome just to listen, but this is completely open. So feel free if you want to say something, interject at any point. It's super casual, not like any serious agenda tonight. So if you want to say anything at any point, feel free to just hop on.
I was going to tag Conor to McGregor because he was asking questions about crypto.
Do it. That would be.
He follows one of these accounts. Let me see.
That would be absolutely massive.
Just a random account, random face with Conor McGregor in it. That'd be hilarious.
Never know. But yeah, guys, I mean, just going off, some more people joining in, just going off like the mission here, right? And just doing this, like just trying to grow organically. I think we're starting to see that our idea of doing it this way is working. And again, it will be slower, but like this, I think it's showing this is the right way to do things. And then as we just continue to slowly grow and build this thing, I think more people are just going to naturally be interested in the project, what we're doing, and it'll just be kind of it'll be just like a positive flywheel, like more people are going to see it, more people are going to see how strong the community is behind it, more people are going to see the actual things that we're building on top of it, marketing on top of it, and it's just going to further increase the legitimacy and like the probability that it does work out in the future, just by continuing to build off of it. So it's just taking it day by day. Of course, it's great. Like always looking in the future where this could be, how far this could go. But you don't want to get too caught up in that. You just got to focus every day what you're actually trying to do and take the baby steps to do that. And that's what we're doing every day. Again, we're still in this this beginning phase of just growing that initial community. And I bit of a metrics guy, so I'll just throw out some numbers again, but so we're just under 3 weeks old, right? And we got 911 followers on X, over 450 members in Telegram. So if you just want to round that up, like we got like 1,400 people that you could say are quote unquote members behind this project in under 3 weeks. And I think from a fully organic perspective, doing this with no initial marketing, completely fair launch, stealth launch, whatever you want to call it, is like, that's fantastic growth to see. And it just shows how much people, just like coffee, first of all, because that's probably what's initially attracting you. Like it's coffee, but then also seeing what the team's putting out all the time and the quality of that. I know I've shouted out the team a couple times already, but just going to do it again because it's really, without you guys just doing all this stuff, with us, it wouldn't be even where it's at right now. So it's just, I really do owe you guys. I can't say that enough, but yeah.
No, for sure. The team's been amazing. Yeah. The community has been amazing. The amount of spaces that I've jumped in this week and have almost every face in here I see in those same spaces with me. Yeah. It's been amazing. And those spaces have been so good for not only seeing the acceptance level for Coffeecoin. Pretty much every space I've been in has been very positive to a lot of the ideas we've talked about. And then in a couple of them, I've had people ask, like, they've grilled with some hard questions or they've dug real deep into, the stuff we want to do in the future. And they're going, well, have you already talked to NCR? Like, the NCR is the scanner company. They create barcode scanners for, grocery stores and coffee shops and all the scanning systems. And it's like, well, no, we're 20 days old. We're not at that level. If I walk into NCR or I send them an email, they're probably going to go, who are you? Like those are the steps that we're building up to. We know the people to talk to. We know who we have to get in contact with, but we have to see that the community grows to this level. So I just like reiterating that in every one of those spaces and reminding people of that it's going to be, like you just said, baby steps to get there. But this slower brew, if you will, is going to build a more solid foundation so that whatever time frame it is that we do hit those higher levels, we actually have the ability to stay at those levels and not have basically a bunch of quick profit takers coming in and out of our chart, and then anybody that decided to buy in just gets screwed essentially. And then they're like, oh, Coffeecoin's just a scam. Oh, no, that's not, we don't want to build that. And we don't want to, pay for all these quick pumps to come to the chart. Sure. Some people may want that. People are maybe here waiting for the quick pump so they can sell and get out and move on to another coin. And it's the crypto market. Totally get that. But anybody who sees what we're building, it's like, man, you have to see that this is long-term and has way more stability long-term.
100%. Yeah, I agree with everything that Pat said there. Just a couple things to add on is like to Pat's point, if you are going to some actual, just say, I think DCR, you said that right, like they make scanners or whatever, they see our project, they see that, in 20 days, I think it's fantastic growth. But if we say, oh, we have 450-ish holders, I think we have right now of the token. So if we use those as potential users of this as a platform in person, they're probably going to be like, okay, I mean, that's cool, but like that's nowhere near enough for us to want to like collaborate with you, right? So that's why it's a slower process, where if we said maybe in a couple months time, it's like, oh, we have 10,000 holders of this product, that's your potential market for this to integrate and have this being used out in person. It's just much better from just like a metric standpoint. Because I mean, I feel like a lot of those pitches, you're putting off a lot of metrics. You want to sell your vision, but you need some concrete evidence behind that too, right? So it's like early on, fantastic steps. Very happy with how we've been growing on the back end. But yeah, like we're candidly not there yet. And I've also said candidly, I've tried to be transparent about everything too. Like capital is a constraint for us. Like we launched this, very, again, fairly stealthily, whatever you want to say. At the current moment, any capital put into it has been my own. Down the road, we want to make like a multi-sig wallet for marketing. And then, if the team is inclined to contribute to that, there's been no expectation there at all with the team on that. But like, if that's like we keep growing, that's something the team wants to do, then we could obviously like pool in together more money to have bigger things, especially like exchanges or agencies. Because there's been, I won't say exactly who, but like several exchanges have already reached out and they're like, we do want to list you. They're tens of thousands of dollars, right? So it's just something that is not in the realm of possibility right now, and certainly something that would not make sense to just throw all our money at least in our opinion, collectively, because that's just like a lot. But as we continue to grow and we're confident that we're going to get to a point where some of those exchanges that have reached out to us for that amount, once the capital has grown and we have more of that, it's certainly a maneuver that makes sense for the next step, just to continue our growth from there. So that just to add on to that as well, that's why you guys that are in here right now, as that core base, that core community, like not only are you just being amazing from a marketing perspective, where you're creating content on your own with us, showing the strength of the community, what we're building, but also since our marketing wallet is linked to the actual price, because obviously we want to show confidence that we think the price is going to go up. So you have a marketing wallet attached to that. So hopefully our marketing wallet grows in our capital. You're just helping by investing. You're just helping also, like, not the price, but also our marketing just directly. Like you have a direct impact on the capital that we're working with and what we could use that towards in the future. So again, just big shout out to you guys for everything over just under the past 3 weeks here. It's been fantastic. Just want to say, hey Cyrus, I see you pulled in. Welcome. appreciate you joining, man. Real pleasure to have you here. But
to add,
yeah.
Sorry,
no, go ahead.
Just to add to that too, like, yeah, the marketing and the capital and all those are going to be, what people are investing in to help grow the coin. But like I've said in the last 25 spaces I've done all week, it's what we're trying to do with this for crypto as a whole. Like if you look at what we talk about, if you look at the abstract XBT article that spoke about the generic branding coins, the coffee coin, the beer coin, the wine coin, the pizza coin, these are ways I think anybody who's looking at this from this level for investing, this is how you can start really bringing retail normies on board to crypto. And this is probably going to be one of the easiest ways to do it. I had a guy grill me in one of them about, well, why wouldn't we just use Solana? And I said, well, because you can now tailor this to the brand. You go into a coffee shop and they slap a multicolored S up on their wall saying now accepting Solana, or they slap up the Coffeecoin logo, now accepting Coffeecoin, or now offering Coffeecoin rewards, even whatever eventuality we get to. And he agreed immediately. And the way that I see it is we can start using this as like the baseline, because coffee is pretty much the most popular beverage on the planet, or one of anyway. I think it's probably the easiest, most natural way to bring it into people. And on the flip side of that, not just branding for the companies, but looking at, if you look at trying to explain this to your mother, your grandmother, your aunts, your uncles, whoever you're trying to explain this to, if you were to be like, hey, if you sign up for a Phantom wallet and you can put Bitcoin in it and scan it and get Bitcoin rewards, it's not going to resonate as easily with the general population as opposed to like getting Coffeecoin rewards. We saw it with the Dunkin' Donuts drive-through that Pleasure did. I think Pleasure's in here. Yeah. He went through Dunkin' Donuts drive-through. He said to the girl, hey, do you guys accept Coffeecoin? And she said, oh, what's Coffeecoin? And he said, you know what Bitcoin is? And she says, oh, yeah, I know what Bitcoin is. Oh, so it's like Bitcoin for coffee. It was that simple for them to understand just from associating it with coffee. And I think this is going to be probably the key to Coffeecoin actually being something genuinely growing. Like, a lot of people want to look at meme coins as a joke. I genuinely think if you look at this as an investment in pushing crypto to the next level or to the next boundary, it can be a reality with Coffeecoin.
100%. Yeah. I mean, Pat's right on the money there again. Like it's the basis of we started this, right? As like everyone talks about, community behind projects, community. I think we've shown already that we certainly have that, and the base of you amazing guys in this will continue to grow. But then looking at it, like Pat said, as an actual investment, and maybe it sounds kind of insane this early on, but as the future of the space, as having tokens as a payment system in the real world, just like having tokenized assets and real world assets, it's just, we think that's what the future could be here. We've seen, if I reference a similar project, Pizza on Soul, I believe, they have concrete evidence that this can be accepted by franchises. I think they had a deal with Domino's that went through, and then they sponsored a Domino's they sponsored meals for Domino's employees somewhere, and so and now it's being accepted. I don't know the full extent, if that's anywhere, or if it was certain franchises, but anyway, it shows the integration has actually happened, and it's not a complete pipe dream. Of course, it's going to be a lot of work, but it's not ludicrous. It has happened. If we execute it correctly, we're confident it will happen again, and we could take it further. And yeah, I mean, again, shout out to Pleasure as well, because that exact moment, I don't know if you guys have seen the video. It's posted in the community channel. Also, if you go down the page a little bit, I believe I posted it on Pleasure's behalf. Just seeing that moment of the Dunkin' Donuts worker just kind of have that aha moment, oh, it's Bitcoin, for coffee. It's just from a higher level of someone seeing it for the first time. If that's kind of the connection they're making. Don't want to go too technical, but from a KYC, your customer perspective, if that's your customer trying to use this product, and that's kind of how you're framing it, it just shows there's the integration, that's the connection they'll make when they have an initial interaction with what we're doing. And then it's click, bang, like that. Oh, that makes sense. And then of course you may need to sell them a bit on why they should use it. But just the fact that it's very easily understandable, I think is
often what I've seen is a major crux in getting someone onboarded into something. So having that be seamless and creating less friction there just will make it so much more effective for us. So that was like just really great to see. And obviously like that wasn't, like that was just candidly just a pleasure going through the drive-through and seeing that. And I remember like seeing that video was like really cool. Cause it's just like, even this early on, just like kind of that idea of what I had for this, and even it clicking a little bit is so cool. And I think we're a lot closer than I originally thought already, with like just having the first transaction through this. Like I'm continuing to go through X with different pages, like different coffee shops. Of course, since we're starting to make an initial push, trying to look for ones that are like more crypto friendly. So maybe they accept like Bitcoin or Dogecoin or something. Like they already have some exposure to this and understand the space even at a higher level. And we're trying to target those. So, they're probably going to be more receptive to actually taking Coffeecoin as a token of payment. And even if it's, and just to give some backstory as well, is to show you a bit of at least how I'm trying to pitch it to them. So it's, it's a smoother, is it's not like maybe a full integration already, but it's like, hey, would you do this as a trial? Or would you do this for a day? And we could talk for a day. Like you could take like just this one transaction through us and show that like it works, it's effective, it makes sense. And to just show to the broader public as well, like, cool, like that's what we're trying to do here. So just want to share that as well, like just some other ways that at least myself, I'm doing some outreach on the back end, because we seriously are grinding every day into this. Of course, a lot of it, you're seeing the amazing stuff that we're putting out just through the community, through the team, through the main X, but also on the back end too. There's just a lot of stuff. We have like our team Telegram chat. We're always talking about different ways to strategize things. Sometimes I'm just messaging Pat on the side if people are reaching out to me, because Pat has some experience as well with some other crypto projects there. So just kind of getting his feedback as well, it's been super helpful. And just bouncing ideas off of all of each other. It's been great. And yeah, I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but like I just hope it shows too, just like everything we've been doing, like how passionate we are about this and how much we really think this could go. Like there's such a long way to go. So yeah.
No, for sure. And I want to just say, for anybody that, because I know there's a lot of naysayers or people who don't want to believe it in terms of like where crypto would be in the future. Same thing I said in another space. You look, I'm born in the 80s. The 90s was when the internet really started. Took how many years to get to where we're at now, where everybody in everyday life uses the internet. Crypto's been around for what, we're at 15 years, so we're about the halfway mark. We're going to get there. I think crypto being adopted worldwide eventually, and what that looks like, nobody knows. But I think this is definitely one option to start definitely looking into.
What's up?
Hey, Cyrus, how you doing? Welcome.
I was just scrolling the timeline. I saw the space open. I wanted to just drop by and say hi. I got into Coffeecoin at like 30K market cap, and I told my whales, like, a week later I was like, the coin's at whatever 40, 50K now. I know it's like a super micro crap, but these guys are actually building something. And then I checked today, and it's like 85K, and I'm like, already up 3x in a week. I should have put in $5,000 at 30K. Like I was like, I'm retarded.
You can right now.
I could right, and even right now, I'd feel comfortable. I'd be like, you know what? It's only sub 100. Like in 3 days, my 5 will be $10,000. So it's one of those where like, I don't know why yet, but I do trust it. Like even right now, like listening to you talk for 2 minutes, I was like, yeah. I was like, I could probably see this happening.
Respect. That's again, major shout out to Cyrus for joining. I mean, just it's really a pleasure having you come in and like just speaking about our project, even just showing the attention to it at such a low level. Because I know, like people, of course, are still a little maybe like skeptical at market caps at this level, but just hearing your genuine like just trust in our vision and like you aligning with that, it really means a lot. Just showing your confidence in us, obviously being just such a prominent player in the space and all your background in the space. It's really cool to hear that. So thank you so much.
I think it's like what you said about the generic name. Like,
Yeah.
I love coffee.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Like, I'll switch it up. Like cortado in the morning. Then I need like a hot latte. Then I need like an iced latte right after a hot one because I feel like it's more concentrated on the caffeine. Maybe I'm delusional, but I don't know. I need it, right? Like, so one day it's Ecuador beans, another day it's a different country beans. Like, I need the best beans globally. Like, I'll hunt for them and import it to my house from across the world. Like, I don't care. And so when you have like a generic coin called Coffeecoin, it's like well, if I like coffee, then I'll like the coin, right? So it's kind of just like naturally you're like yeah, let me grab some coin.
100%. Yeah, I mean that's exactly the thought I had when I launched it. I thought it was as simple as that, for people in the space, and then of course, as we've said, people entering the space, like we just talked about with Pleasure's video and stuff, people on the outside understanding what it is. That's exactly the idea from that community perspective. So again, it really means a lot just hearing that from you, man. Just again with your stature in the space and your time in the space and everything. It definitely it gives like positive reinforcement that we're doing the right stuff here so early on, and that this has a long way to go too. So it's just really cool to hear that.
Just get some like hot girls with some like Coffeecoin branded stuff and like sex it up on the timeline, like, and this shit will be like 500 in a week.
I will take that. I will take that feedback. We'll get the team could get brewing some stuff on that too. I like that. I think there was one post I made, like it was like right when it launched day one. It was like it's like something with like an espresso martini if you go back, and I think that had some good retention or engagement. I mean, so I could definitely do something like that again. We could spice it up a little bit, but yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I'm seeing some people just unmute their mics periodically. If you guys want to chat, just like throw a hand up, and it's an open space. Anybody's welcome to ask questions. Go ahead, Webb.
Yeah.
Hello and good evening in the US, I guess.
Yes,
night
welcome.
In Holland. Hello,
Hi.
everybody.
Oh wow, it's like 3 or 4 a.m. there for you, is it not?
Yeah, it's 3:45 in the night. Yes.
Wow. Hope you have some coffee.
Yeah. So I just saw a group of people chatting about the new coin. Always interesting. I'm into NFTs and also investing in meme coins. A lot of altcoins stacked away in cold storage, but I like to play around on Solana as well. Always interested in new projects. My question to you is, listening to all these things you have to say and watching the market cap and also if you can call it the white paper or your plans that you have laid out on your website. You have put a percentage for 3% in marketing. Can you please elaborate a little bit further, because you want to reach out to KOLs and things like that? In these times, it's very important to get eyeballs on your project, either by having a good community or, in fact, the plans you have to reach out to KOLs. And furthermore, what's your outlook on the future in terms of reaching out to CEX and things like that? I know you have to be a bigger market cap, have a bigger market cap, and also have a certain amount of engagement, I guess. But have you thought about that? And what is your outlook for the future?
Yeah, 100%. So thank you for the question, Webb. And not sure if you were in earlier when I was just talking about kind of capital constraints, to your point with exchanges and things like that. But yeah, so the marketing wallet is roughly 3% of the total supply, so it's 30 million tokens. And as I said before, that that's all of it is completely in the token. So with you guys supporting the project and the price, you are directly helping our marketing wallet for future plans. To your first point on calls and things, so we like there's people reaching out to me every day, and it's been a lot of just candidly rejection on my end. Either one, it's just a lot of people just looking for a quick tweet that they want to put out for a couple soul, and that's not what we're trying to do, because one, it may not even give much traction, but if it does, it's not going to attract actual investors we want to the project. It's going to attract traders, which is fair. People are in the space to trade, but that's not what we want here. Secondly, it's people that are more serious about helping. Like you even heard like, I don't know if you heard Cyrus in here before. Like, he's a Cole, obviously. He's seen the project. He's seen what we're actually building here, and now he showed an interest in it. So we're going to have more people, we believe, as we grow, that are having that view. And then if there's there's other people that may reach out, and maybe other people reach out in the future, but it's just like, again, it might be a budget thing that's holding us back if someone's really interested. And that's, again, kind of been the constraint. And then to your second question with different exchanges. So again, maybe you heard earlier, but we have been reached out to by several exchanges already to be listed. Again, it's just that capital constraint. So there's some exchanges that I'm trying to think of numbers. Like the cheapest one to list that's come across me so far is $5,000 up to $30,000. Which, fair enough. Like, obviously other projects can pay that to get listed. It's what they feel they're worth. Fair enough, no problem. But we candidly cannot afford that right now at our current level, right? So it's just, again, I usually say, thank you so much for your interest. We'd love to keep the door open down the road. Like, we'd love to be listed on the exchange, but that we cannot do that at this point. And it's just kind of left the door open. Come back in, whether it's a couple weeks time, couple months time, who knows? But yeah, so I mean, those conversations are always happening. There's always eyes on us. I think you asked about, the importance of community and getting eyes on us. I think that's very evident with how much we've grown already in the first 3 weeks. Again, over 1,400 members between X and Telegram combined, which is fantastic for a natural launch with no initial exposure by anybody. Like, even the team members on the team today, I did not really know. I did not know until it actually launched, and they saw that I wasn't, trying to make this some pump and dump, and they respected what I was trying to do behind it, and they joined. So that just shows already, like, people are interested in that. I was going to say one other thing to your question, Webb. I just blanked. I apologize, but hopefully that answers some of what you were asking there. Happy to dig a bit deeper if you need me to.
Yeah, surely satisfying answers.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. I heard it on other projects as well. It just costs a lot of money to get listed on a CEX.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not always favorable as well, because if you can start out on a decentralized exchange like Radium, and you have a lot of organic growth with a good concept, and you seem to have one, then that's good for the start. Only everything revolves around eyeballs. And I have this question, another question to you. Do you have automated market maker set up for the price the price appreciation, if you know what I mean?
I don't know if I'm entirely sure what you mean, but we don't have a market maker. I'm not sure, Pat. I see one off you. If you,
I was going to say, so being a pump swap or a pump fund launch, the pump swap AMM is the automated market maker for the token being through Radium. I've had 2 market making agencies reach out to me. My issue is I've never heard of either of them, which I've been digging. I've been trying to look into them, but basically through what they're asking, fee wise, it's not unreasonable. It's just one of those things where we're trying to protect the not only the coin but the community as well, and we don't want to go and hand off money or hand off tokens or anything to another agency that ends up just selling it and nuking the chart on everybody else. So but other than the pump swap AMM, that's where we're at right now for having an automated market maker.
Okay, I understand. Over to Sonic.
Hey, congratulations, guys! I think that's great. I haven't known Cyrus, but I've known of Cyrus quite a while, and for to have him pop in was pretty cool. I wanted to say, in regards to the centralized exchanges, yeah, it's not just the upfront cost, but then you've got the monthly fee of market making, and if you're not going to, and if it doesn't do well, it's going to bleed you dry. I highly recommend not spending your money on a centralized exchange listing. When you guys are big enough, they're going to list you for free. But one thing I wanted to mention: are you all aware of? No, it just slipped my mind. But we've got a partner that's listing us on it's a fiat to token platform where you can just send a link, and whoever wants to buy it can buy your token with just 3 clicks and a Google account. And I really think that it's going to be a great opportunity for getting people onboarded, because they'll be able to skip the Coinbase account and the on ramping and the off ramping. They'll be on ramping just by connecting their debit or credit card to their Google account. And that's one thing our token's going to be implementing. We'll be one of their first tokens, and I'll be happy to get you guys in touch with them if you'd like.
I was actually in the space with those guys like 3 days ago. Now that you said
that. Were you with Ben?
Was it Ben?
Do you happen to? Ben Fletcher is the guy that he's kind of their front man. On-chain Labs. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's spaced for me, but On-chain Labs.
That's what it was On-chain Labs. Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, I just think it might be a good opportunity for you guys to be able to, tell people that aren't in the crypto space, and don't use DEXs or understand how all that works, to just get them to buy the token. Just have a link that you can send them, or even a QR code that you could just have that takes them right to the link where they could buy Coffeecoin.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds fantastic, honestly. I mean, if you could, it sounds like Pat's already interacted with them. I mean, if you could also kind of send some of those details my way too, that'd be great, especially the type of token we are. I mean, that's a lot of the people we're trying to attract to this, people that are outside the crypto space initially. So
I think it could be great for you guys. I'll definitely shoot you a DM, or actually, let me see if I can find something. And do you mind if I put something from them up in your Jumbotron here?
No, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Please, thank you so much. Yeah,
no problem.
That's fantastic. Yeah, again, that sounds like exactly what we'd want for the type of project that is for people outside the space. So, hey, Flacco, I see you came off mute. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm part of the team. I know you actually remember me though.
It's a little hard to hear you. I apologize.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Kinda.
Yo, what about now?
It sounds very muffled, but I think if you speak slowly, I could try to respond.
Okay. So I'll be slow. I can talk very slow. So now can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, that's good. So we're 3 Flacco on Telegram. If you can remember, you tagged me as part of the team as a reader. I've been working lately. I've been working for Coffeecoin because I'm a full-time believer, and I love what you've been working. And I love the organic growth that we have here. And talking about the listing of the project, I think that should be a great idea for getting listed, and it's probably getting other eyes on Weibo and going into the Asian market, probably getting the Asian investor into our mix, and also getting them to hold and make Coffeecoin part of their day-to-day activities, like using them for exchange and a lot of things. I hope you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I think I heard you were maybe complimenting what we're doing in the Telegram, but I'm not entirely sure. I apologize. It was kind of hard to hear.
Yeah, you were pretty muffled there, Flacco, but it sounded like you were talking about you maybe helping moderate in the in the Telegram. I think I caught that. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you were talking about, but I'm not too sure.
I'm part of the Telegram.
you can check the Telegram. I'm part of the Telegram. You tag me on the Telegram as a reader. You remember?
Oh, okay. Now I can hear you. Hold on.
I was connected to my headset a minute ago, so I had to disconnect so we can probably talk better.
Yeah, that's way better.
So you
Oh, I see you. Yeah. Are you Saint Frank? No. Who are you?
yeah, I said I'm Web3 Floki on Telegram. You tag me as the reader. You remember?
Yeah. Now I see you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying concerning the listing though, concerning the plan of the listing. I think that should be a great idea for the token right now. So we need more eyes, more engagement, including the social media engagement, and also getting more attention from investors and people who are ready to ape in. You understand? And talking about moving into the Asia market, like getting all the Asia people getting listed on and also posting on Reddit. Where if you probably use that for, because I've used that like Reddit and web, I've used that's pretty useful for projects in getting Asia investors. You understand? But talking about the listing, that listing should be a very great idea for us. Like if we get listing on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, that will be like way gonna blow the whole crypto, because people are gonna look into the project and getting to know why and how and what's so important about this project. You understand? So I think getting that listing, that should be like part of our plan for the week. I hope you understand me.
Yeah. Actually, I'm really glad you brought that up. So for the coin market cap, even the Jupiter verification and getting verified in Phantom Wallet, I post it every single day, and I know probably some people have missed it. If you go to CoinMarketCap, you can, like, we've already, like, Sean's already applied for the CoinMarketCap listing. It's basically just
That's me, by the way. If
when they
yeah,
it's on our website. If you guys didn't know, the dev is Sean. Sorry,
you're
but
good.
it's on the website.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for everybody in the space here, like, head over to CoinMarketCap. It's a community based. You hit a like. You just have to create an account, log in with your email, and you can hit like. And the more likes we get, the more eyes CoinMarketCap sees that, oh, there's actually a community behind this and maybe interested. Same thing with Jupiter. If you go to jupiter.ag, I put the link all the time in the Telegram. Jupiter changed their process. So it used to be an application to get Jupiter/Phantom Wallet verified. They've now changed it to a community-based / their own internal metrics. So the community-based side of it is you head to the jupe.ag website, you type in Coffeecoin, you hit like, and all you have to do is connect your, like, authorized to connect your Twitter to Jupiter, which Jupiter is a verified exchange. Everybody knows it. And then it counts it as towards more community likes, more community engagement. You have to have a verified Twitter account. So if you don't have a blue check, unfortunately, you can't. But that is part of their process as well. And I'm not going to force anybody. We're not going to pay anybody to do that, because that's part of their metrics. Is they don't want it to be a gamed system. They want you to do it honestly, and they want community to build. So all these are great ways to get more eyes. Like Flecko just said, it'll get more eyes on us because people will trust the validity of the coin if we have those verifications. And then CoinGecko verification comes next, and then central exchanges will just like Solnik said, they're going to list us naturally. Like, sure, we've got the marketing wallet and we could use that for paying for a listing exchange, but if we pay for a listing exchange and we're this low market cap and nobody likes the idea, or everybody still goes, who the hell's Coffeecoin, we just blew the marketing budget that could have gone to commercials, content, purchasing the equipment to actually do the rewards system in a coffee shop, all these things that would be better spent towards that. So that's where we keep engaging with the community, going, if you like us, if you trust us, if you want to put your name on that like or that thumbs up, that's all things that'll benefit the coin in the long run, and then benefit you, benefit the community, benefit crypto. So
Yeah, sure. All right, guys. So you heard Pat. So that should be our, like, let me say, like, our assignment for the week. Everyone gonna hit the rating and also the coin market cap. So while talking about the coin gecko though, guys, I can get us a fast track listing on coin gecko. I'm also a developer. But I've been working on Coffeecoin. I love Coffeecoin a lot. I love it. Even though I haven't been a holder yet, but I'm a believer, a full-time believer, and I will stop believing because I trust the team are working on something great. This is a long-time project that's going to get us a big Lambo and get us all we fucking needed.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I again appreciate the support there. Hopefully soon you could get a little investment, help the project, but even just being here helps a lot with helping us grow and get exposure. So thank you for that, Faco, and thank you for the comments and helping with the dialogue here. I think Webb, you have your hand raised again if you wanted to ask something.
All right, Coffee, if you're trying to get the coin gecko, so you can just hit me up. So probably
Yeah, feel free to DM me either on Telegram or here, and we could chat after for sure.
All right, why don't you follow me back?
Thank you.
Followed you on. I just followed, and
Okay.
I followed you, Pat. So why don't you follow back?
Okay.
Same to you, Sonic.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, for sure. So I was trolling on the web. So no coin market cap, and no coin gecko yet, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. You're working on it.
Yes.
So I see you have competitors, so to say, or other coins called coffee as well. Have you thought about that? And what's the actual ticker for this? Because I didn't look it up. How will you make a distinction between the other ones to prevent confusion? Because, for instance, I was on the HODL team. HODL is the most searched term in crypto, and you have all these other HODL coins, also scam coins and things like that. You always have duplicates on DEX and things like that. So yeah, how will we make the distinction between the other ones?
Yeah, no, great question. So first thing I could say there is, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I type in Coffeecoin on Dex Screener, the only results I see are ours. It's our liquidity pool, and then there's a Cricket Coin Coffeecoin liquidity pool. So there shouldn't be any ambiguity there. If you're referring maybe to Pump Fund, I know there's a bunch of different coins that have launched, but I think our branding and across the different like screening sites is congruent, so it's very easy to tell like which our token is and not make any distinction, any mistakes there about which one you're investing in, at least from my point of view. Again, if you think there's something missing, please let me know. Happy to correct that. And our ticker as well is just straight up Coffeecoin, just like our name. So nothing different there. It's not like hashtag coffee, it's hashtag Coffeecoin. And also, again, that's the ticker. So I think, from that, someone like searching it for the first time, it should be pretty easy to find. I know, as a caveat, if you're looking up maybe on Google and you're doing things related to SEO, that is something we want to continue to build upon, to have this as a higher search result, so there's less ambiguity there. But if you're looking again from like a Dex screener or a CoinGecko terminal, and you type in our name, it should be the first result and the highest. And again, our branding is the same across those different sites, so it should be easy to tell from there. But if you disagree or have any recommendations, Web, please feel free to let me know.
Oh, I like the logo. I'm looking at you while you're talking, so that's really recognizable.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I think again, if anyone has any comments on that, please feel free to say. But I think at least from that point of view, we're pretty solid there. I haven't heard from anyone else about confusion on that point. Again, if you think so, please let me know. But I think for that we're good. And then if you had a question on kind of like maybe people, yeah, that's all I'll say. I guess I think we're pretty good there. I would say so.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Just one other thing I wanted to touch on too with the hashtag Coffeecoin versus the cash tag Coffeecoin. For anybody that isn't aware, or maybe you just don't see how it works on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, the cash tag doesn't work on anything more than 6 characters long. So if it's more than 6 letters or numbers long, it will not register it. It won't go in blue so people can click it and go see other people who have posted about it. That's why it's hashtag Coffeecoin on everything we post on X. The ticker is Coffeecoin, and tickers can be that long. That's perfectly normal. Just wanted everybody to know that. Like, if you're out there sharing it and you want to put $ Coffeecoin, it's not going to link. It's not going to compete. It's still our ticker, but it's just not going to work within the X algorithm. So if you want to get more visibility, I don't know if anybody's looked lately, but if you type in hashtag Coffeecoin now, it actually comes up as like a selectable hashtag that is on X. It didn't a week and a half ago, or even a week ago from what I remember. I'd be typing it in and it would just leave that selectable hashtags blank. Could be my search history, but I always clear my cache every day, so it's probably not. Seems like X is at least it's gone around enough that it's starting to be a thing.
For sure. Yeah, 100%. And that was really cool to see too. I don't know if there's like some threshold where if it's posted enough times, then X recognizes it as like a continuing hashtag and gives it to you, or if that's kind of random or whatever. But it's cool to see. It adds some more, legitimacy behind it and shows that other people are using it too. So yeah, that's great. You have another question? What?
Yeah. Are you actually going to use it with some utility? Because I think it would lend itself perfectly for that. I heard you talking a little bit about it when I entered space, but
yeah, no, happy to definitely comment on that just at a high level. Again, if anyone's wondering and wants to do a more in-depth read after I say these points, we have kind of all the high-level plans in previous spaces, but also on the website. Officialcoffeecoin.org is the website, and we have high-level plans in the white paper there. But just to run through some of those quickly for anybody new and just to get a general idea if you're curious. So our initial phase, as we're kind of calling it, like the slow brew right now, is just continuing kind of what we're doing with marketing and building up our community, as we've been doing every day, and just trying to get actual holders that are interested in the project and want to find and follow our mission with us. Also with that is doing more of a direct marketing push in person. So going out in New York City with stickers and merchandise. I'm in New York City, for anyone wondering if you don't know. Already have some mugs as well that I've gotten, and I'll make a post of those tomorrow. Where it's like one of them is just the Coffeecoin logo on a mug. The other one, it's kind of funny. It says caffeinated degen on it, which I thought would be funny for like people in the space if they wanted that. I thought like it was kind of funny. So we have those people. We don't have a sorry, like messing my words a bit tonight. We don't have a merchandise store up yet, but yeah. Sorry, go
ahead. I was saying, take it easy. I have that sometimes as well. I'm tripping over my own tongue, especially when you're Dutch and you have to translate everything in your head. Yeah. But I guess your coin actually lends itself well to pay a cup of coffee with it in the future. So you have yourself a perfect niche.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, to continue on, again, those high level future plans for anyone new to the project or just wants a refresher. As I was about to say, we are going to have kind of a merchandise store, and those profits are going to go directly into a marketing wallet just to help continue to help push this project for us. And we could put that into, as we said before, like maybe it is like agencies or as Solnick was saying, maybe not the best idea to like pay for those exchanges right now with all those fees and things, but like if it makes sense, maybe, or just put it in other places, maybe even to just help continue pushing the chart, just buying back some of the tokens from you guys to show that we're committed to this. But we'll have that set up soon. I don't have a specific date yet, so I don't want to throw a day out, but I would say in the next couple of weeks I want to fully integrate like a Shopify store or something, and I'll definitely keep you guys posted when that's available for you guys to get some stuff there. Then further out, it's just going to be maybe even hosting some stuff like possibly in-person events if it makes sense to, especially in somewhere like New York, or of course doing more of these virtual spaces. Beginning, I have phase 2 as beginning outreach with in-person coffee shops and things, but that's something, as I mentioned earlier, that I'm already starting to do. Ones that are already more familiar with the crypto space and may have accepted different tokens, just so it's a bit more likely that they'd be interested in partnering with us, even if it's for the day, just to kind of show that this actually can be used as a token of payment. And also I have on there as well, maybe having like an NFT collection. That's not a concrete plan, but if that's something that people would like, and again, that could help the marketing wallet and stuff, definitely happy to make some stuff like that. Got Felipe, of course, on the team, who's been killing it with a lot of the content. I bet I don't want to speak for him, but I bet he'd be happy to maybe make some designs like that you guys could pick up. And I like the idea of, we've made all these different coffee mugs. Like you could see Psycho in the chat here. Seiko has like the coffee mug with his image on it. I think it could be cool to maybe have some random designs that are that coffee mug image. And you see a lot of these NFTs are like a standard, like image, and then they have variants, but it's still that base image is similar. So maybe something like that, where it's like a coffee mug collection that people pick up if that's something people want. And then further down the road, like Coffeecoin as a token of payment, having a staking system integrated into the token that's based on maybe different sales of the products that we have, whether that is the merchandise, whether that is like even coffee beans or something, who knows yet, but just giving more utility and a reason to hold the token as well. So and like rewards and stuff like that, like whether it's if you buy coffee in person, maybe you get Coffeecoin tokens for it if you're using something, or if you buy something online, you get Coffeecoin tokens for it, or even have like, this would be down the road again. We're not entirely sure how to integrate this yet, but like even have like a Coffeecoin card or something like that, and then you could get tokens as a result of purchases if that makes sense. So that's much further down the line as we continue building this, but those are the high level ideas of what we have. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Sorry, bro.
Awesome.
Talking about getting a design like the face on my DP for Coffeecoin or stuff like that. So I didn't hear you so well.
Sorry, I think I missed that a bit, Flacco. If you could say it one more time, unless you heard it, Pat. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he was saying, like, how would he be able, like, would he be able to get a coffee mug with his PFP on it, like, as a design? I'm thinking you're talking, Flacco, in like real life, like having coffee mugs like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's one of the things we were talking about was as the merch store grows, like you could definitely have people submit their PFP or any picture they want, and it can get put on through the store. And it's actually, this is me kind of having a talk with you at the same time, Sean, because I forgot to bring this up on our call the other night. But the one of the spaces I was in, really cool idea, and thumbs up here in the chat if anybody thinks this is a great idea. But it was passed on. I was in a chat with Poison Cherry, I think was his name, and he was saying, or somebody was saying in the space, that having like key opinion leader branded coffee NFTs almost was an idea, like a suggestion of like, basically you could have an NFT. Doesn't even have to be a key opinion leader. It could be anybody. Like we got Draxi here. Draxi could have a Draxi brand of coffee bean as an NFT bag of coffee. You could also have an actual bag of coffee potentially if we get there. That is Draxi coffee, and it's his own brew or his own brand that he can sell or brew for himself or whatever the case is. Obviously, this is down the line, but just another, like, this is how many possibilities there are with this, and how many options that we could see coming out of this long term, I think.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. I love that idea. That immediately takes my mind to like Chewy, or sorry, not Chewy. Farmer's Dog. I don't know if anyone's heard of Farmer's Dog. It's big in the States, but you basically can create your own kind of dog food mixture for your dog that's tailored to your dog and their dietary preferences, blah, blah, blah. So that's exactly what I think of when you say that. I'm just having like a personalized coffee mixture. Again, that's probably something that's out there that brands have done, but just making it personal to you and around crypto and stuff like that is definitely that would be another gap in the market. So I love that idea, and that's definitely something that's really cool that we could do down the line. I think something a little bit sooner on that we would certainly have to build it out, but kind of an idea that I threw out there too is, to your point of having like these custom coffee mugs or coffee, or like in an NFT form or more digitized, is I would love to have on the website a page where you could create, like, we're kind of taking, this prompt that's making these coffee mugs and having that where you can get a random one just generated for free to get people, interacting more with the site and getting more exposure to the project. But then if you wanted to make a custom one with yourself on it in a different design, it could be like a slight payment of like, 1,000 tokens or something, right? Just to have a little bit go back into that marketing budget and help us out. And then you get a cool design on your behalf. So it's kind of a win-win for both. And just kind of shows your support to the project. And then you could take that profile picture that it generates or whatever, maybe have it as your new one, or just have it around. So not entirely sure how like we would build that out exactly, but that's another idea I had. And I think that could be cool as well for people to continue to have their own personal branding behind this. And again, it's a win-win. You get a cool design you like, has the Coffeecoin branding, further shows and expose what we're doing, and gets more people interested. So high level, I love that. And thank you. I mean, it's just, just even talking through that, right? Like, just, that's what's cool about these spaces too, is like that point was, like Pat says, the first time he brought it up to me, and it's just brainstorming new ideas. Like, this is, we're building in public, and I know a lot of times people don't like that because it's like, oh, like you're exposing secrets or whatever. But like, I think it just shows what we're doing now is good, because you get instant feedback, and it gives you instant feedback either from the team or the people that are invested in the project, like you guys, and what you want to see. And we can see that in real time and pivot. So I think that's another reason why, like, I think there's been a question like, oh, like, why didn't you just like, why did you launch, like, why did you even launch a token, or like, why do you even need like Web3? It's like, like to answer why we need Web3 is because like it's based around crypto, right? So that's kind of obvious. But the reason we launched a token too is like, since people in crypto are going to care about price action and seeing the coin that they're invested in, we're going to know what people want to see, and we also see directly how that's impacting the price action. Like, not just to say like, if the price goes down and we're doing something like, oh, we're not going to do it anymore, because we saw the price had gone down before and we were still doing organic marketing and things, and now we're starting to see like the real effects of that on the positive side. But again, just building in public like that is just great for just that instant feedback. And I think that's been very helpful for our growth, and just showing transparency as well of what we're doing to you guys. So it's a two-way street, and just increases our confidence, your confidence in us, and our confidence in what we're doing for you at the same time. So I just want to say that this has been a really, really great like space, guys. Gonna probably give it like 5 more minutes. I do have to close out fairly soon, but I just wanted to ask if there's any other questions, and then could give some closing remarks before we close.
Yeah, I have a short question for you.
Yeah.
You were talking about CoinMarketCap and also CoinGecko.
Yep.
I advise you to jump on CoinGecko the fastest, because when I scope out coins, I always check out CoinGecko, and you see trending coins, you see top gainers, and you see new coins, and that's where I find a lot of new coins. So you will get a lot of eyeballs going on CoinGecko.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, that's definitely, again, that's something we're working on the back end right now. To get. Yep. Do you want to say something, Flacco? Or?
Yes, sorry for cutting you, bro. Yeah,
no, it's okay.
We'll be getting listed on CoinGecko and also on Jump Pump. So probably that will get us more attention, more investors. And
also we'll be going into the Asian market, like listing on Weibo and Reddit, and also going into the WeChat also, so we can get the Asia market people in, so yeah, so we can get the Asian also. You understand?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think you said Reddit there. We do actually have a Reddit page. I could put that link out somewhere for you guys. I think it is.
It's on the deck screener as well.
Thank you. Yeah, it's on. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, it's on deck screener. If you scroll down, we also have a TikTok page that the team's managing. So we do have that. But agreed, getting into the.
You know,
We also
follow them on Reddit. I like all our posts on Reddit, so we'll be getting them on Weibo next.
Yeah, we actually, well, not Weibo yet, but we did just open up in the marketing group, which if anybody here wants to be in the marketing group, Whale Leaks always puts in the main chat. There's a Google Docs. We're selective on who's going to come into that group just because, we're not just letting anybody hop in and just basically spam the chat. So there is the option there to join into that. We did create a Chinese subtopic within it. We did have one person apply that they wanted to kind of help manage that. I don't know where that's at. We'll talk more about that with him. But yeah, definitely Asia markets are on our radar to start implementing a way to sort of accommodate.
Okay. Why don't you add me to the marketing group? I would love to be part of the marketing group, and I would love. Hence, I'm a believer. Yet I'm not a holder. I'll manage the Chinese community. I'll shield us on the Asian market to get us the Asian investors and the APAS who's going to come in the project, and also not only going to buy it and hold, they're also going to use the token as a means of exchange, because that's our goals, getting Coffeecoin to the whole world and making it like a means of exchange.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, head into you're in the main Telegram. Fill out the Google Docs there that Whale has, and he'll go from there if you meet the criteria and move you through.
Yeah, 100%. Just Whale's kind of our champion of the Telegram, for lack of a better word, kind of the open one. Obviously, all the teams contributing there, but he, as Pat said, has that page. Just that's the best way to apply. So,
I understand. Sorry, I'm not saying it on the Telegram now. So why don't you follow me back? So if you can just send them here on X, then I'll follow up the form and get the necessary things ready.
Yeah, man. No, it sounds good. Can do. Yeah, I think. Well, do you have one more question? That I do have to wrap up, but happy to answer one more question and then close out if you have one more.
Yeah, incentivize engagement and shilling. I'm a top shiller, so if you incentivize me, I will shill the heck out of it.
Sounds good. Again, if you wanna DM, either here or on Telegram after, we could definitely chat. But yeah, just to wrap things up, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in over the past hour. The audience today, I think the last time I hosted a space, like a little over a week ago, there's about twice as many people in here this time. So it's really, really cool. It's been really awesome chatting with you guys, just more about the project, answering your questions. It's great. It's great to hear all your questions too. It shows that you guys are genuinely interested in what we're doing and building. So it really means a lot. As I'll say every time, this project has so much more to go, so much more we're going to build and continue to build here. And just, yeah, we thank you for all your support with the posts, with, your investment, whether big or small, everything. It really helps. So we're just going to go back to grinding, as we say, every day, and keep you posted on what's to come. So yeah, guys, that's really it for now. Definitely keep your eyes peeled for this week again with some of the in-person marketing stuff going on. It's gonna be good, and I think it'll be a good push for us. And one last thing I want to mention: if anyone did not see it previously is if just kind of more from like a token perspective, I think it's important to mention this is we will be relocking all supply on the 21st and 22nd. I'll be relocking it for 3 more months, and I'll also be upping that relock amount. I'm going to try to get to 50 million tokens. If you look at my buys, it's all obviously transparently there. I've been just getting a little bit every day, even if it's a couple bucks, just to show that I'm, still committed to this, and I'm just going to relock that on the 21st as well to show that this isn't going anywhere. So just want to mention that before I close. Show confidence to you guys and commitment to this. And yeah, just again, guys, thank you so much for all your support. This has been a great space. It's a hell of a lot of fun doing these. I love just talking about what we're building here and answering your questions. It's really honestly motivating for me. It's really fun. I love it. So I'm gonna do some more of these this week. I should be a bit more available this week as well. Just back in the city and stuff. I will definitely post something when we have the next space going sometime this week. So thank you guys again so much. I'm gonna sign off, and it's a pleasure. Don't forget the coffee. Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
bro.
Peace out.
Remember, buy mugs, not rugs.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Stay safe, everyone.